create a brand new me. Oh, do I got somebody in here that's ready to have a lot of space? Look around and see how much space you got. I said, look around and see how much space you got. Look around. Everybody look around and see how much space you got. Because I got a prophetic word for you. Everything you see and some, God is going to use it to build you up. Meaning you got space and opportunity when you begin to worship the Lord. When you begin to get a real relationship with it. Tell your neighbor, all I got is space. All I got is opportunity. All I got is power. All I got is an altar that God will show up. Y'all don't like this anymore. Smart. But when it comes to helping folk now, I ain't that intelligent. Come on. Because I really like to preach. I would really like for some folk in this church to preach the negative part of the Bible. I really would love to preach the Old Testament and tell you what you ain't getting ready to get because of your disobedience. But because God is so omniscient and because he's so lovable, he'll preach the negative part of the Bible and the positive part and say, but if you turn from your wicked ways, I'll hear from what I said I would do and heal your land and forgive your sins and bring you to the greatest seasons of the whole time. Only if you, okay, y'all with me, watch this. You've made him an acquaintance. You've made him acquaintance or associate. Watch this. You know how you got them friends that you like. Oh, you be like, yeah, they my friends. I mean, no, they ain't my friends. They my associates. They my acquaintance. We just acquainted. We acquainted through somebody else. We acquainted around something else. They only my Facebook friend. That's the only friend they get on Facebook. But when we see each other in person, we don't even talk like that. We don't even rock like that. And when I get in trouble, they don't come help me. And if they get in trouble, I can care less if they make y'all. Okay, y'all won't tell the truth. Y'all too young for truth. Okay, here it is. That's the reason why you ain't getting nothing right now is because you got God as an acquaintance. Because everybody telling you, no, don't do that. Don't go to church. Don't shout. Don't yell. I don't know what you're doing. But here it is. I came this morning. I told you with one thing on mind, and it's to shout. And so before I shout, I have to make the announcements to get me to shout. And so this morning I came to make an announcement that I'm here to tell somebody that only what you do for Christ will last. It is time out for playing church. And you want things paid off. Wait a minute. It's time out for playing church. It's time out for having church conditionally. It's the time to understand that when I enter into God's presence, I must come with a heart of gratitude and thanksgiving on my lips to show my adoration. Watch this. To all he is doing and has done for me. Look at your neighbor and say, he's done a lot. I ain't that old, but he's done a lot. Because I start trusting Jesus for real. It got to pay up. Even though I don't like to shout. Even though I don't like to open my mouth around other people. I've been doing it. It got to pay up. All this embarrassment. Me falling out and snapping and crying in front of Negroes and that I don't like and that I don't know. It got to pay off. You better high five your neighbor and say, neighbor, what I'm going through right now got to pay off. It got to pay off. I wish I had somebody in here that could just tell your neighbor, it got to pay off. I came to worship God in spirit and in truth for all his mighty acts. But it got to pay off. Wait a minute, because I feel something, Elijah. We may not even make it to the text, but do me one favor and tell somebody, y'all got to talk to him now. Tap him on the shoulder and say, this is only for real worshipers. Right here, if you ain't no real worshiper, you can tap out. But tell somebody, excuse me now. I've been sitting here quiet. Excuse me now. I've been sitting here not moving much. Excuse me now. I didn't really understand. But if I tap out early and scream, it's just I have an altar of worship to build right now to tell God how grateful I am. Do I got some young person in here that can look over your young life and think back to how mama may not have liked you, but you're still here. Daddy may not be there for you, but you're still here. The police want to jump into jail, but you're out. Oh, you're not talking to me. Kids may not act right, but they still are healthy. You may not have a job you want, but you still got money. You may not be on welfare, but you still got food. You may not have a place to live, but you're getting rich. I said tap out and shout and build God an altar of worship and throw your hands in the air and scream dance. I said somebody give him God. Well, if I had time, see, that's how I know y'all ain't real, because real worshipers don't stop. They like the thug song, and we don't stop. 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 I don't care. I'm bold enough to interrupt him while he's preaching to get my God's attention. I'm bold enough to run around and shout while somebody else trying to get God's attention, because after everything that I went through, after everything that everybody said about me, how everybody looked at me, oh, I'm ready to do this. Come on, power God. Come on, let the glory reign in here, Jesus. Somebody need to be set free from something. Somebody needs something paid off. I need somebody in here. Oh, they